girls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Seduce Me 2, the demo version. Last episode we have completed Matthew's story, thankfully because we read everything on Damien's, we could skip all the dialogue we've already read. So now we're going to move on to Mr. Cannon Boy Sam.
Is this wise?
What other choice do we have?
We have plenty of choices. Why be impatient about this?
The Demon Lord is vulnerable now. We can't wait any longer.
Striking quickly is not always the best option. We must regroup and charge at full force.
For once, I agree with Snake.
But what if he does the same? We have the advantage.
We have the terrain on our side. We can win this war here and now.
We may have the terrain on our side, but we don't have the strength to fight a second battle without rest.
Going now is suicide.
My lady, you've been silent this whole time. How should we proceed? We don't have the strength to finish the battle, but the Demon Lord is weak. This may be the only chance to strike him down.
We'll push them back. He's weak, so we can easily force his hand and make him retreat. Once we corner him against the decaying sea, we'll strike and finish him off.
That was a little glimpse of horror.
Sam, you're being extremely frugal about this. A wedding is supposed to be a grand occasion.
I agree. We have the funds to make this wedding a large event.
Dude, I can make you a giant cake, and we can have a big buffet, and streamers, and a DJ, and...
Sam, calm down.
Oh, my two fave voices. Planning a wedding was like strategizing for a war. Ruthless, quick, and everything had to be precisely organized for success. It was both intriguing and terrifying to think about. However, it was my wedding, so it had to be done. Sam and I were getting married, and his brothers had become our assistant wedding planners. Sam was happy that his brothers were going to assist, but I could tell that their constant suggestions were grating on his nerves. We were sitting around the dining room, poring over a large scrambled papers that were covered in names, costs, and other bits of information that we needed to know. Each number and letter was important and needed to be checked again and again, with each decision we made. There were so many names on the table, I had barely seen mine. Luckily, however, our sample cards and party favors had Sam's name and mine on them. There we go. I looked over at Sam, knowing that he was getting frustrated. It was obvious by the look on Sam's face that he was very much annoyed by the entire situation.
I don't want a big wedding. I just want to get married.
Then why not just go to the courthouse and get your marriage license?
Because this is important, okay?
Sam looked at me and my heart skipped a beat. His eyes bore into mine, and I could see the deep love he had for me in his emerald irises.
This is a big deal for me. For us. I do really want a wedding, but just not a big one. Alright?
It was almost as if he was asking me, pleading for my permission to have the wedding size he wished for. I wasn't really sure myself if I wanted a big or small wedding. I was still curious on how we were going to get this all done. James crossed his arms as Eric rubbed his forehead in defeat. Damien and Matthew, however, looked at their older brother with a new gaze of respect and idolizing awe.
If that is what you want, then that is what we will arrange.
This wedding will be amazing, no matter how big or small it is.
Why don't we ask the bride what she wants then? She may want a large wedding.
All five boys looked at me and I suddenly felt cornered. I wasn't sure. Let's go with a small wedding for our Sam. I had to agree with Sam. I didn't want to make this a spectacle. This wedding was important to Sam and me, and that was all that mattered. I would like to keep our wedding small too. It's our wedding, so it doesn't need to be a big extravaganza. Sam looked at me and smiled, causing me to smile back. It was our day, so we had to celebrate it our way. As the brothers took a moment to look over more notes, Sam kissed my cheek softly, surprising me. Oh! I glared at Sam as he smirked a playful grin at me. before turning back to the table of papers and looking through them with his brothers. I giggled to myself and gently held the cheek he kissed. I was glad to make him happy. James pushed his glasses further up his nose and put together a stack of papers, gazing at the content on the front page.
Well, everything that you both listed should be possible for the wedding. I can call up the venues for the ceremony and reception. Eric, can you organize the decorations?
As the boys began to divide up the work, before I was able to step in, my phone began to ring. My screen showed Naomi's face, and I stood for Misty. I'll be right back. I gotta take this.
Huh? Whoa, yeah, okay.
He's like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care. I quickly kissed Sam's cheek before rushing out of the dining room and into the lobby to answer the phone. Hello?
Hey, how's everything going?
Huh? Oh, hey, Naomi. Everything's going well. We're going through the details now.
That's good. Seriously, Naomi, you're hogging the phone.
Suzu? My jaw dropped at the sound of Suzu's voice. Suzu was supposed to be in Italy and wasn't going to make the wedding. Why was she with Naomi?
Surprise! I was hogging the phone to keep Suzu being here a surprise, but I guess she's too impatient to wait. Fuck waiting. I want to talk to her too.
Well, when did you get in?
Literally 2 hours ago. We wanted to come visit, but we figured you'd be too busy, so we just called instead. We're so happy for you. Suzu had to come back for the wedding.
Aww, I felt like crying. Naomi and Suzu were my best friends, and I was so glad to have them. Naomi was following her dreams to become a chef, while Suzu spent a lot of time with her family, so I felt very special to have them to even talk to me. I sat on the stairs and chatted with them, catching up on their lives. Suzu's family was still in Italy, visiting family and traveling the country for a couple of months, but Suzu managed to fly back not only to attend my wedding, but also to manage her family's casino. Naomi, on the other hand, had been hard at work, both as the summa cum laude of her culinary school and being a paid intern at the Pink Lady Cafe. Kay, often out of town, gave Lily a manager position while Naomi manned the cashier and baking duties. It was really nice to hear how their lives have changed over the past 2 years. Mine, however, had barely changed with the exception of the upcoming marriage. I was going to college for a degree I wanted, and I was halfway to my bachelor's degree. However, my classes weren't hard, and they were very lenient towards me because I was Harold Anderson's granddaughter. Part of me was frustrated at the special treatment I received, while the other part of me was flattered. Sam, however, went into the police force. With the help of his incubus magic, he was able to don a badge and serve the community well. Everyone knew him and loved him for his hard work, despite his boss being jealous of him at times. He never understood why he joined the force, but I was very happy to know that he felt the need to help people like I did.
So, are you ready to get married?
It's a lot to take in, I will admit.
Aha, you're dancing around the question.
Huh? No, I'm not.
Suzu, stop teasing. She's probably just flustered from the work she has to do.
As Naomi and Suzu began to bicker on the other end of the phone, I began to mull over my life. I was 20, turning 21 soon, and I was about to be married. Married! Was it going too fast? My mind began to picture Sam and how happy he was when he proposed to me, and when I said yes. My heart fluttered at the image and I couldn't help but smile. I made the right choice. As I thought of Sam, I couldn't help but let memories of our relationship dance around in my mind. He was sweet and loving, but at the same time, he was hardworking, protective, not productive, and proud to be mine. He proved his love for me every time he held me and kissed me.
I bet you two already had sex, though, so there won't be that awkward virgin honeymoon, huh?
What? I nearly dropped my phone. I could hear Suzu guff at me from the other end, but I was too focused on what she said. We did not and have not had sex. Yeah, we had sex, so what? I believe we have. I remember the night we first made love. Sam was gentle, but the passion between us had been heated and heavy, adding to our love for each other. A small shiver ran up my spine at the memory. We had loved multiple times after that, when we needed each other or when we wanted to express our love for each other with our bodies. Making love was truly another way we showed our deep passion for each other.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't worry, girl. You're not the only one who no longer has her virginity. What? You too? Am I the only one who still hasn't had sex yet? It's not like sex is mandatory, Naomi. Calm down.
Calm down, crazy. I couldn't help but chuckle that we were so different, but we truly loved each other and we were close enough to talk about anything.
But hey, we gotta let you go, okay? We haven't eaten and it's almost 9 p.m.
Jeez, go get some food. We can chat tomorrow or something.
You got it, Chica. We'll call you whenever we're free, even if it's not tomorrow. For now, food! Alright, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, call you guys soon. We hung up simultaneously and I looked down at my phone with a smile. It was good to hear from them at last. However, as I made my way back towards the dining room, I stopped.
I want to do it.
You cannot be serious.
I quickly hugged the wall and emptied my thoughts so Damien wouldn't hear them. I listened intently, thinking about Naomi and Suzu as I let my ears capture what I wanted to discover. I had learned so many tricks on how to avoid Damien. It was now easy to fool him.
A demon marriage? In the human world? How do you expect to pull this off?
I don't know. I just want to marry her. Both like a human for her and like a demon for me.
I mean, it's a nice idea, but you need a lot, and I mean a lot, of things we can't get here in the human world.
Sam wants to visit the demon black market to find the things he needs.
Sam! Are you that idiotic?
Gee, thanks, Damien.
The black market? Really? You'd go that far?
It's my goddamn choice.
A choice that will make you an even bigger target for angels. What the hell are you thinking?
My mind continued to focus on my friends, but my heart became heavy and frightened. Sam wants things he'd have to get at a black market? I didn't realize there was a demon black market. I felt majorly confused, but I let the emotions simply rumble in my chest instead of my mind. In my mind.
Look, I know you want to do this with her, but can't you at least think about this? What if you can't find all of the materials needed for it?
Well, what's demon marriage like?
Even more so, what if she doesn't want to do it? She is human after all. Did you even ask her?
I was...
Oh, for the love of God.
He didn't ask.
Sam, come on! I know you're a meathead, but you're not this dumb. Why haven't you asked her?
I just want to bind my soul to her, alright? You know, like the fucking demon I actually am!
Huh? Hot and heavy conversation in here. Let's boogie out. My thoughts went blank. For a moment I had forgotten that he was, in fact, demon. But bind his soul to me. What did he mean?
Yes, you are a demon, but you're in the human world now. Marriage doesn't work like that here.
Sam, why are you having doubts?
My entire body froze. What? He was having doubts? Why? I suppressed the surprise in my mind, still remembering that it was eavesdropping, but I was starting to feel upset.
I'm not having doubts. I want to do this.
You just what? You want to return to the demon world? You want to marry her in the abyssal plains instead of here?
And if I did? So what if I do? I can get us there, and we'd be able to do the ceremony, and then we'd come back!
You may want to go back, but she would become a target for demons to kill for sport. She'd die before you even returned. Did you even think about that? Huh?
A large silence followed. I became lost and nervous. Why was Sam so obsessed about this issue?
James, calm down. Yelling at him solves nothing.
Sam, we all know you really want to do this. We're just trying to show you the facts before you do something stupid.
I couldn't stand it any longer. It was not a good time to bring it up, so I needed to clear the air of the situation. Eventually, I could talk to Sam about it, but not now. I mentally signaled that I was ending the call and thinking about rejoining the room, knowing Damien would hear my thoughts.
She's coming back.
I turned the corner and looked at the five, seeing them obviously divided. Sam was on one side, both hands on the table as he stared down at it in defeat. The other four were on the opposite side, looking to me. Hey, what happened?
Nothing. We just had a bit of a... Fuck this, I'm done.
his just dropped the attitude, like drop the mic and out. It's just, wow. Sam pushed away from the table and began to walk towards me. I watched as he passed me and climbed the stairs, obviously beyond angry. Sam!
Miss, wait.
I turned back to see the four Incubus brothers with worried looks on their faces. I wanted to go to Sam, but I knew that he needed to calm down, so I stayed. What is it?
Well, this is very hard to ask.
If Sam wanted to do something very, very specific and hard to accomplish, and if you wanted to, do that with you, would you?
Basically, would you allow Sam to do something that makes him happy but risks his life?
I couldn't help thinking about the conversation they had, which made Damien furrow his eyebrows. Crap.
You heard everything.
Hush!
You did?
Gosh darn it, Damien. I closed my eyes. There's no use in denying it, but it was something. But was it something I needed to talk about with them? I knew I'd have to talk about it with Sam, but with his brothers? Should we talk about it? Will Sam be upset? Avoid it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. I need to know more about what was going on. Why was Sam so keen on doing whatever he had planned? I heard what you were all talking about, but I don't understand. A demon marriage? James let out a sigh before rubbing his temple with one hand and crossing his other arm over his chest. Matthew stepped forward, becoming the teacher of the moment.
Well, you see, humans plan weddings and have licenses and stuff, and BAM! You're married. Demons, however, are a little more intimate.
Intimate?
Well, basically, when demons want to be together forever, they don't put rings on each other or anything like that. They bind each other's souls.
What? That's some serious stuff. What? This was making no sense. But then again, it was demon magic they were talking about, so it wasn't familiar to me at all. Eric stepped forward and continued.
When two demons want to join together and build their legacy and family, they go through a ritual that binds their souls together for all of eternity. No matter where they are, they will forever sense each other's presence and be able to feel them in their hearts.
Pretty much. It's kind of romantic. It's also pretty complicated.
Kind of romantic and complicated. Pretty complicated?
Well, when a demon binds their soul to another demon, they also swear to give their energy to their partner without question. Normally, willpower can be used to fight back when someone takes our energy, but the binding spell will overrule your will.
So I have no say in anything?
Basically, it's constant consent, even if you fight back. Demons have accepted this way of life, but from what we've seen of the human world, humans wouldn't be so keen on this idea.
I suddenly felt a little scared. If I bound my soul to Sam, he'd He'd be able to take my energy whenever he wanted. I knew he wouldn't abuse that, but it was still scary. No longer having a say in whether I wanted to or not. Did I want to buy my soul to him? I shook my head, putting the information in a mental folder before asking another question. It was not something I had to go through right now. I'd be able to think it over later. What's involved with this spell?
Well, it requires a lot of power and a bunch of things to perform the ritual correctly. Our moms, well, except for Damien's, all had to gather everything and perform it with their own energy because there was no one to cast the spell.
That's because our father was a misogynistic tyrant who demanded more than one partner.
Anyway, you need to have someone to cast the spell. Then you'd need to properly set the magic circle and temper the space. There's a lot you'd have to do.
A demon ritual to bind souls. All of it was intriguing to me, yet at the same time I was concerned over the amplified difficulty. Was something like that truly complicated? To bind two souls together was romantic in thought, but I guess difficult in process and execution. Sam really seemed passionate about the idea just from how frustrated he was in disagreeing with his brothers. I felt both flattered and worried. Damon walked over to me, obviously hearing my thoughts on the situation, and placed a hand on my shoulder.
Don't let this worry you. He'll talk to you about it when he's ready. I don't believe he fully knows what to do yet.
I nodded and closed my eyes. Now that I understand a bit more about the situation, talking to Sam about it will be easier. I sighed and looked at the boys, seeing them starting to clean the table and clear the papers off. I had to assume that the planning was done for the night. I guess we'll discuss more another time?
It'll have to wait until the weekend. Much is happening this week, so I won't be available.
Same here. I have to train a couple of interns so they know how to properly fit customers with a suit.
This weekend is perfectly fine, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. I helped pile the papers in a proper stack on the table, making them ready for the next time they were to be viewed. Before I escorted the boys out, Sam remained wherever he was and didn't see his brothers off. After I closed the door, however, Sam appeared at the balcony above the lobby and began to ascend the staircase.
Are they gone?
Yeah. They'll be back this weekend. Sam sighed and ran his hand through his hair, letting his shoulders slouch forward.
This is ridiculous. Is wedding prep really this complicated?
Yeah, I think. I mean, there's a lot of bridezillas out there. I could only nod before walking over and meeting him as he reached the bottom step. As he stepped off of it, I wrapped my arms around him and nuzzled his forehead, making him look into my eyes. It'll be worth it in the end when we're married. Sam smiled and wrapped his arms around my waist, nuzzling my forehead. I felt the deep love in his embrace, wanting to protect me from the world and all the dangers within it. He had protected me so many times with those arms that were wrapped around me.
If I get to be with you forever, then I guess it's worth the work. You doofus.
As long as you'll have me, I'll be with you forever. With a loving gaze, Sam lifted a hand from my waist and cupped my cheek, and I nuzzled into the warmth of his palm and let out a loving sigh.
Hey, can we go somewhere tomorrow?
Huh? Sure, I guess. Where did you want to go? Thoughts of him going to the black market crossed my mind, making me slightly worried as to where he wanted to go. Sam, however, looked at his feet.
Well, we already asked your folks and stuff about me marrying you. But there's one person I have to ask permission from.
Who?
Your grandfather.
I was shocked. He wouldn't go to my grandfather's grave. Demon had explained that it had been my grandfather who had brought them over from the demon world, but I was still getting used to the idea. Sam continued to explain as I wrapped my head around the question.
I know I sound a little dumb, but he was kind of important to me and my brothers. He's the one who brought us here after all. It's only respectful if, I guess, I kinda ask for his blessing. I mean, it's dumb and we don't have to, but...
No, we can, definitely. Tomorrow around noon, then. Sam stared in shock before he nodded with a smile.
Alright.
The thought of us going to visit grandfather's grave somehow made me feel happy instead of sad. We had both visited him before, but we weren't engaged then, and something felt special about this visit. Maybe it was because Sam was doing things right before marrying me. Who knew? We went to bed that night, settled in our plans for the following day. As morning As morning arrived, we got dressed and were out of the house by the time the clock struck noon. It was a bright day and no one else was visiting, so Sam and I were alone in the cemetery. And this is where we're gonna stop, because my voice is, my throat's hurting. I've been like pre-recording this entire night. I recorded 7 episodes, so which is pretty good, because I like to take my breaks and eat dinner and stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next episode.